I spent the last 2 weeks in San Pedro, a small, predominantly Mayan town on the western shores of Lake Atitlán. I studied Spanish with a very supportive teacher. Met some equally supportive friends. I looked pregnant. Ate a lot of tubed meat. Went swimming and even hiked a volcano. Wow. You should watch that video, as it will change your life. I'm on my way to the Guatemala City airport to fly north to Flores, the nearest city to Tikal. In the Guatemala City airport, it's not much going on in here, but the flight to Flores is on this really old propeller plane. I've never flown anything this small before. I don't know how many people it seats, maybe 30 people on this plane max. Anyway, it's gonna be a sold out flight. And it's only an hour flight, so I figure an hour flight or a 12-hour bus ride, I'm gonna choose the plane ride every time. Definitely the smallest plane I've ever been on. Sure, it'll be fine. It's part of the fun. Very small plane.
Accept information carried located in the seat pocket in front of you. Please go to the car prior to takeoff. The aircraft has four emergency exit doors in the front and two windows over the wing. Please take a moment on your time to locate the nearest exit to your seat. In case of any emergency.
The flight is a quick one. You barely have enough time to enjoy the view before you've landed. Alright, I've arrived. This is Flores. I haven't seen anywhere like Flores in all my travels across Mexico and Central America. This beautiful city sits both on the mainland and includes an island where I am now. The colonial influence is strong here, with beautiful greens, blues, oranges, and reds radiating warmth and energy in the early morning sun. One of my biggest regrets of this trip, even now after so many months have passed since I filmed this video, is not spending more time in this charming lakeside paraíso. I'm here for a few hours and I spend it wandering the cobblestone streets. I come across a local band rehearsing who were kind enough to provide me the soundtrack for my valiant quest for a delicious breakfast. I find maple y tocino hidden at the end of an alley. Tocino means bacon, so we're off to a great start. This small eatery looks like it was transplanted here from the Florida Keys, and it's made even better with stunning views of the lake. I ordered the Super Naranja, which is this beautiful combination of fresh orange and carrot juices blended together with local honey. The food arrived and I got the pollo con waffles. 3 waffles, 3 pieces of bacon, and you guessed it, 3 pieces of boneless fried chicken, served with local honey and imported maple syrup. This is without a doubt the best breakfast I had in Guatemala. I wish my stay in Flores was longer, but it's time to head north to Tikal, as I'm waking up early to visit Guatemala's most famous ancient Mayan city. It's early morning and the jungle is alive. Howler monkeys bellow into the early morning fog. Parakeets, toucans, hawks, falcons, herons, kingfishers. 250 bird species call Tikal home. That number jumps to 400 if you're including migrating birds as well. Birdsong is best heard in the early mornings, and if you're up early like me, it's impossible to ignore. I am staying at the Jungle Lodge Hotel, which is in the middle of the Maya Biosphere Reserve, and it's just a short walk to Tikal National Park. Okay, I am on my way to Tikal this morning. I'm about 20 minutes fashionably late. I don't know if my guide will consider it fashionable. Sorry, Hector.
I went down to the visitor center yesterday. That's where guides hang out. Booked Hector for a solo, just me, 300 quetzales. If you have 2 people, it's 400, 100 extra, but it's just me, 300. If you want to do cheaper than that, you have to go in a group. And since I'm filming and, I don't want to be an inconvenience to the group.
Tikal, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, was one of the largest Mayan cities that dates back to 400 BCE. It reached its peak during 200 and 900 CE, an era known as the Classic Period, where the city was the dominant military, economic, and political force in the region. The benefits of hiring a guide are immediately apparent, as Hector is a wealth of information about historical Mayan life and culture.
The king here is dressing a ceremonial skirt, and the skirt is made of jaguar skin. You can see this photo of the jaguar in here.
Oh,
this is the tail. See the tail?
Yeah.
Only these people, very high class, can wear the jaguar skin.
What's the largest snake here?
The largest is called the boa constrictor.
Well, really? There's boa constrictors out here?
Very hard to see them.
Right.
They are so big that doesn't move so. They're so low, no?
Right.
Hector and I make small talk while secretly sizing each other up to determine who will be the human sacrifice in case we encounter a giant boa constrictor.
So this is the Templo 4. This name it Temple of the Serpent. Two-headed serpent, okay. A lot of stairs to the top. Probably not too smart to talk to the camera and climb. We're at the top of Temple 4 with views of the rest of the park. It's absolutely stunning. We're surrounded by thousands and tens of thousands of acres of jungle. The biggest natural reserve in all of Central America. It borders Mexico, Belize. What bird is that?
It's a falcon.
Oh, a falcon, really? Just an incredible diversity of wildlife here in the park, and the views are just spectacular. It's a long walk between each temple, and jungle separates all of it. And there's a path, wear proper shoes, don't wear flip-flops between each one. But back, at the height of its power, this was all completely clear. There was nothing, no jungle, no nothing, just clear open space in a huge sprawling city.
What I have in here is candy herbs. It's a leaf that we use for cooking. To put as a kind of spice to put for any kind of food, mostly soup. Mostly the main ingredient to the salsa.
Really? What is that?
You smell it? You tell me.
Cilantro.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
This is the wild one.
Yeah.
Wild cilantro is stronger, the flavor and also the smell.
Wow.
Yeah.
Much stronger flavor.
Backyard cilantro, because all the families have it in the backyard.
We are entering the Plaza of the Seven Temples. It is absolutely stunning with these enormous trees and, restored structures, ball courts, temples. It's nice because some of them you can still climb up, and which is what I'm doing now. This is really cool. This is the palace. Inside, it's got a really nice breeze. It's shaded. It's surprisingly cool. This is just an incredible place. Tikal is it's a long bus ride. It's 13 hours. Or you can take a 1-hour flight, which is what I did. It's depending on the season, I paid $190. It's worth it. I would say this is the best thing I've done in Guatemala.
There is much to see in Tikal. In fact, I feel that no matter which direction I go, there's something new and interesting to discover.
Holy smokes. There's more. Yeah. Just incredible. Careful with your footing. Oh my God. Look at that. Okay. I think I found a pretty amazing view. Just absolutely incredible. Alright, I'm in the central Acropolis area. It's about 1,000 degrees out here. It's so hot. Taking a break from walking around. I'm in the main area. It's stunning, but there are lots of tourists hanging out, which is fine. I'm a tourist, right? So are they. No big deal. Just absolutely breathtaking. A wonderful trip. I'm gonna keep exploring the area. There's other sights to see, palaces, temples. There's one I'm gonna climb up and check out the view, so it should be really good.
Another set of stairs takes me to the top of Temple 2, which offers views of the main plaza, and Temple 1, which is Tikal's most recognizable structure. It's also the perfect time to take an incredible selfie. From Flores to the ruins of Tikal, this is Guatemala at its most beautiful. The Guatemala you need to see. I returned to the park in the evening for a sunset view of the major temples rising from the jungle canopy.
Alright, we're at the top. End of the world, top of the world, I don't remember. But the views are fantastic. Fortunately, the weather's not too bad. Just a beautiful day.
A Mayan prayer is recited by a local tour guide, and the crowd atop the Lost World Pyramid is quiet and reflective as we all share in this beautiful moment. Thank you so much for watching. Join me next time as I travel to Antigua for the most famous Holy Week celebration in all of Latin America. Check out mattbiggers.com for all my Guatemala-related blog posts, tips on how to create your own travel vlog, and you can even download background images for your computer or phone.